Alright. So, I'm fucking live again. Hold on. I was about to turn this, but I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I just moved. I finally have a home. I'm so happy. I'm in my house, bro. It's been a whole thing. I don't even know how to explain it. Okay. But I had to stop and come and tell you something because I'm sitting here, chilling in my own space like I like to do. And I don't usually watch movies, but I'm just trying to relax and it feels good. It just feels good. I don't know how else to explain that. And I'm watching this movie called Luca. I'm sure somebody's heard of it. It's interested me for a while, but I didn't want to watch TV again. I was watching TV, but I don't know. I didn't pick it. So I finally watched it, and I had to come on here. I had to come on here and talk to you guys about it because something just happened. I didn't even get through the fucking movie yet. I didn't get through it because something just happened, and it connected a dot for me. I wanted to come and tell you about it, okay? Because God has been speaking to me all day, and all I can do is just be thankful. All I can do is be thankful. I'm just literally, thank you, Lord. Okay? So, look, I got closer because this is serious, okay? What just happened in this movie was this boy is talking about something he dreams about, which is freedom. And because he's about to get trapped up, his parents are trying to send him to the deep, which this whole movie is a metaphor, okay? I'll have to break it down later, but I'm just trying to get to this point. I should just talk about it now. I'm going to talk about it later. Okay, look, hold on. I have to get deep into this because the Lord is telling me to. His parents are trying to send him to the deep. This boy lives in the ocean. He's never been on land, but he has the power to breathe underwater and on land, like air and water. He can breathe both, and he can live in both. But they don't go to the land because people are scared of them, because most people can't do that, or people can't do that, but whatever creature he is, he can do that. So it freaks them out, and they try to kill him or whatever. So it's dangerous to go on land. But this boy, so he's never his parents protect him. He's never experienced nothing like that. And he finally goes up there with his friend, and this friend, I must have missed the part where he met this guy because he was just with him all of a sudden. And this guy, he's gone on land before, but he's never gone near the people until he got with Luca. And once he got with Luca, then he got brave enough to go around the people because they want something. They want a bigger dream. They're chasing this freedom. This other guy, he was just content with being on land because he was already breaking a rule. They're not supposed to go up there, but he goes up there all the time. He invented walking. He's it's whatever. But then they go to the people and they meet this girl. I'm telling you the whole movie. I'm sorry. This is a whole spoiler. I have to tell you. Look, I'm just telling you up to this point. It's just a real brief thing, okay? There's a reason why I'm telling you this movie. If you don't want to hear the movie, I'm sure you've already backed up from this already. Okay, if you haven't, I'm going to go deeper. So, they go to this town, they meet this girl. This is an actual human girl. She doesn't know what they are. They look like humans because they're on land. And the whole time, they're just trying not to get wet. And as they meet this girl, she pretty much is introducing them to a bigger dream. At first, they just see what they're chasing after is this little scooter that you can drive. And at first, it just is it's like an image, oh, if we had this, we have freedom. And so they meet the girl, now they're working together to get the little scooter. And there's a part, I had to tell you all of that to get to this part. There's a part that she shows him, I forget the other boy's name. I forget his name. But he went away with the girl's dad. And she shows Luca they were talking about something in the sky, the stars. But he called it fish because that's what the other boy called it. He thought they were fish up there, like fish that light up, because in the ocean, they do have that, right? They got in the deep, all them little fish down there got little lights on their heads because that's the only way they can see in the deep. But in the sky, that ain't fucking fish, right? It's not fish, but they don't know. So she shows him, because he caught a fish in front of her. So she goes and she finds like a telescope, and she lets him get a closer view of it. Like, so pretty much she takes him to a tool where he can get a closer view of that's not a fish. And then she also brings a book that tells him about the stars and the planets and everything that's above. And so now there's two things that's happening, okay? There's two things that's happening. First of all, this boy is coming from the sea, and which is down below, right? And he was about to go even deeper, but he wanted freedom from the sea, right? And so she just introduced him to something. Okay, first of all, he was introduced to something he knew about, but he never experienced and they called it the surface, right? He never experienced the surface, but he knew about it. I'm going to go so much deeper. Hold on, it's gotta come out in a certain way, and I'm sorry that I'm like this, but if it's frustrating, then just back up. That's all I can say. Okay, so he finally experienced the surface, but she just introduced him into a whole new level, bro. So now he's imagining this whole new level. Not only that, bro. Well, how did that happen? That was not, I don't know why I said not only that. I meant to say how that happened was she pretty much introduced him into, she pretty much is teaching him something that he didn't fucking know about at all, right? So this was important because it reminded me of the video I was talking to you guys about fantasy and imagination. Fantasy versus imagination. I think that's what it's called. This is reminding me of that because what's imagination is he's now imagining the new thing that he learned, right? Which is important because when you're using your imagination, that's how you're introducing new things into your life. And it kind of circles in together. As you're introducing new things into your life, you're using your imagination. And imagination is important because that's visualization. Okay? That's how we are able to fucking see something, right? Okay, this is how, I don't know. Let me explain it this way, right? This door behind me. This didn't just fucking come up out of nowhere, right? Somebody was able to imagine it at some point in fucking time, right? So whenever cavemen decided to build houses, right? They probably started with some fucking mud or some tree sticks or something. I don't fucking know. But, they came up with some walls. That was the first thing. We want something. They were able to imagine that at first. We want something around us to close off from nature or something I would imagine that it probably wasn't that deep of a thought, but they came along the line somewhere like that. Right? And so they're oh, it would be great if it was easy to get through this wall, and created a door frame, and then realized they want that door frame to be closed. And so created this door. And now from creating that door, okay, however they created the door out of mud or sticks or whatever, right? It came from mud, sticks, or whatever into like this is a pretty solid door, right? It's thick. It's like functioning well. It comes with hinges now. So you don't got to pick it up and put it in front of the frame. You could just swing that bitch closed. It's got a knob on it. Like, the door evolved just as he I can't even fucking say it. What the fuck just came out of my mouth? I don't know. Okay, let's just keep going over that. Okay, as he is evolving his mind, right? He's learning new things, and he creates something new is created out of that imagination. I'm just giving shit here, okay? I'm not just giving shit, okay? I don't know why I just said that. When I say that, okay, let me explain that, because that was terrible that I just said that. This is not what I meant to do. When I'm saying that, what I meant is I'm just giving scenarios, okay? These are not scenarios that have ever happened in my life. I don't know these scenarios personally. I'm just saying stuff, and I feel like I over-explained it. So, okay, the door was created, and then from the door being created, just like he evolves, the door evolves, right? That whole train. Okay, so where that goes deeper though, and what I said I was going to go deeper is the metaphor also is with this boy, right? And it tells you in the beginning of the movie. I won't tell you where, but if you pay attention to this movie, in the beginning, it tells you the metaphor. But this boy is starting at already a low point, the sea, right? And because he was experiencing something new and it scared his parents, he was about to go even deeper if he followed his parents. But he followed that feeling within where he wanted to be free of the fear of experiencing something new. So, oh my God. So what he's doing, I had to just stop here, right? Because this is a metaphor from going from a low level and reaching for a new height, right? And you know when it's time, because there's this friction. That's what's happening. He's experiencing and learning something new, but his parents are stuck in the old way, and it just don't hit right no more. Like, you know what I mean? He loves his parents. He loves being at home. He does his thing at home, but he's like, I don't know, something else is there that I haven't experienced, and I want to know more about it. And you're trying to send me lower. You're trying to make me go lower because you're scared. So you got to let go. That whole metaphor is fucking follow that feeling within you. Because if he would have followed his parents, if he would have just been what he said at the beginning, good boy, he's a good kid, kept being a good kid, he would have been stuck in the same place his parents are, not experiencing anything and not knowing the world, not fulfilling his purpose, which, we're still watching the movie, so I don't know exactly what the purpose is yet. What his purpose is, I know right now his purpose is to experience new things, and that is it on its own, actually. That's his purpose right now, to experience new things. If he would have stayed with his parents, he would not be experiencing these things. And as a growing boy, a growing person, even if you're fucking 40, bro, even if you're 40, you should be always experiencing new things, because there's so much shit out here. There's so much. And you don't know it all, okay? When you're like, this is it. You put your hands up, this is it. I always say that's when you're fucking old, okay? That's when you become old, when you think you know everything and there's nothing else to experience. You're not old, my bro, okay? You haven't experienced everything. You probably haven't even gone across to the other side of the world and back, okay? And if you have, you damn sure did not experience it all. You don't have enough lifetime to experience it all. So, like, you can't even tell me that you, like, this is an experience. You were born to be experiencing, okay? That is your purpose. You were born to be experiencing shit with your senses. You gotta go through the motions, my bro. Okay, so if you stay in the same place, you are not fulfilling your purpose. Okay, you should always be evolving. And as you get to another step, right? So he would have never learned about he would have even never learned that the stars in the sky were fish until he went to that next level and met that boy. And then he would have never learned what they really are until he met the girl, right? So it's the same way. There's like levels to this shit. And, you know, when people used to say that when I was younger, I would listen to them and I was always confused. Like, okay, I get there's levels to this shit, but like, what are we talking about, right? What shit? Well, the shit is like levels to life and the experiences. People keep things very abruptly, and I think I also do, but I feel like that was helpful. I don't know. Tell me. Let me know in the comments. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? But there's levels to this shit. It's crazy how deep this shit gets. Like, for real. It's crazy how deep it gets. It's all good, okay? I just wanted to end because I hope that this all just kind of gave you something to think about. That's really all I was trying to do. Because it like connected some dots in my head. Just even like just plainly straight out flat. Him being able to imagine as he is learning, okay? It's a scene. It's a whole scene. So I'm not going to tell you what's happening in the scene because this movie is pretty good. And you should watch it. You really should. But in the scene, that's what's happening. And I don't know. I really like it. Like, it's wild. Shit blew my mind. I have to reiterate what it is, okay? What it is he, through learning, he is able to, learning and experiencing are the same thing, right? But actually, no, because you can be experiencing and not learning, okay? It's not the same thing. You're always experiencing something. Are you experiencing the same thing or are you experiencing something new? And it's okay to be experiencing the same thing. Sometimes that's necessary. So, you know, don't get mad at me. But it's also necessary to be experiencing new things. Never let that die off. Okay? Yeah. So to be experiencing new things is helping you to imagine. And that's the whole thing that I'm trying to talk about. Like, to imagine a future for yourself, right? So he would have never imagined, what he was imagining was he saw the planets and the stars, and he was imagining being on the planets and the stars and how that was. He would never be able to imagine that if he was still in the deep sea with his parents, being a good boy. He would never have been able to imagine something like that, ever. So you just gotta go with that imagination. What fucking lifts you up? I think that's what it is. No, I know that's what it is. What I'm doing, and this is something for you too, okay? As you're learning, and I have to talk about this because this is important. that you're learning to change your mindset and you're learning to imagine something different for your life, you want to be careful with the words that are coming out of your mouth, man. It's so important, because what you catch me doing is I'm saying I think, or what was the other one I said? I forgot. I think I said I don't know, or and I always talk about this too. And I catch myself, and this is why I talk about it, because it may be a habit that's something that you've done, you know. It may be something that you've done for years, saying that you don't know, or you can, or you think, or you're trying, right? That one was deep for me. If you keep saying these things, you've been saying them for years, of course it's going to take you some time to train yourself to stop saying stuff like that. But the point is to catch yourself in the moment, you know, is to be active in your own life. If you ain't active in your own life, if you ain't active in your own, like, taking care of you, man, you're not keeping track of your thoughts. You're just letting this motherfucking brain go wild. You're doing whatever. You like, wherever the boat flows, we go. Like, you're lost. And you know, everybody's got their time. It's okay if you're lost right now. But the point of you being lost, you know, you're lost. You're trying to find something. And I'm here to tell you that everything that you're trying to find, you already got it right in here. You keep searching out there and you keep looking, and the whole time it's been with you. So, and man, I feel like that was enough. I have to go, for real. That was it. That was the end of the video. All right. Let me know, guys, okay? Because I'm not going to get all up deep into promoting myself right now. You know who I am. Follow me if you like, you know, screenshot or whatever you got to do. Whatever. But I just wanted to let you know that I adore you. I love you so. And man, you make me smile. Just the fact that you're listening to me and the way your mind is changing. I can already see it, all right? But I gotta go off for real. Bye. Bye.